Namaskaram. In this Initiative video, we are going to explore about horse gram. So horse gram, if you didn't know already, it is one of the lentils which has the highest protein content. So this is a very high protein rich food, and it's suggested to have this on a regular basis. So this along with groundnuts can very easily take care of your protein requirements. If you're having sprouts like horse gram sprouts, green gram sprouts, and also groundnuts, soaked groundnuts, you can very easily manage your protein requirement. So horse gram, what is the best way to have this horse gram? So the best way if you wish to have horse gram is by sprouting it and having it raw. So sprouting can help increase the nutritional content present in the horse gram and also make it much more easy for the system to digest it. So it's important that you sprout it, and you can use the same procedure for sprouting just like you sprout green gram. So for example, you soak it overnight, let it swell, and then in the morning you can rinse it and then tie it in a cotton cloth and leave it for about a day so that it sprouts. Again, ensure that the sprout is length is approximately half to 1 centimeter, shouldn't be over sprouted or under sprouted, to prevent problems like excess gas or loss of flavor. So you can do that, and you can have this in a raw condition. So that is the best way to have this. It's very important that when you're having raw horse gram to chew it thoroughly, otherwise it won't digest properly. So take care to chew it thoroughly. Just having about 2 teaspoons of horse gram can help in a huge way. It can help increase the Ushna levels in your system. Ushna means heat. So it's always preferable to keep the system slightly on the Ushna side so that it can help prevent injuries and give you this. It gives the system that level of energy so that it can prevent all injuries or other ailments. So it's best if you keep your system slightly higher on the Ushna side. So horse gram can very easily do this. It increases the Ushna levels in the system. But if you're facing excess heat problems in the system, then you can also balance it by having green gram sprouts. So green gram is cooling in nature, and you can mix it along with the horse gram sprouts and have it. This can take care if you're having any excess heat problems. So sprouting it and having it raw is one of the best ways to have it. If you wish, you can also have it in other forms. For example, you can make a soup out of it. So in South India, it's popularly known as kolu soup, and this is something which you can very easily make, and everybody at home can benefit by having this. So we will include a short video about how to make this kolu soup or horse gram soup. It's very easy to make and tasty as well, and you can make this a part of your meal every day. For example, if you're having just two meals like brunch and dinner, you can have this as your afternoon snack if you wish. Or if you're having breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you can see in one of the meals, preferably either breakfast or lunch, you can have horse gram soup. So you can learn how to make this and have it. And there are many other things also you can make using horse gram. You can make horse gram curry, you can make horse gram rasam. There are many other things you can learn how to make using horse gram. You can do some research about it online. And one thing which you would know about horse gram is that this is considered like a superfood because it has so many medicinal benefits as well. So whatever kind of disease you are having, this can help, especially in Ayurveda. You will see that this is prescribed, and this is very beneficial. I'll share a link in the video where you can read more about the benefits of horse gram and how it can be used to cure different types of ailments as well. So this is just like a traditional medicine, as you, if you can call it like that. It has so many benefits. Consuming horse gram can definitely do a world of good to you and your family if you can do that. So see if you can make use of this, either having it as sprouts, or you can make a soup out of it, or whatever else you can do. But it's best if you can try to have it raw So what I usually do is I have it in the brunch every day. So I have it along with green gram sprouts. I add green gram sprouts and horse gram sprouts, and along with that I add, like for example, some dry fruits and drumstick leaves, and I mix it up and add some seasoning like lemon, salt, and it's quite tasty to have, and you can have almost like a bowl of this. It is quite filling as well. It just have this mixture, at least 20 to 25% of your food requirement can be taken care of. Highly nutritious as well. Your protein requirement can very easily be taken care of with this. And having this, you will see that having this kind of food which you are having in a raw condition, you will see that it will make you much more alive and energetic. So when you're having this, it's best you have it before you have the cooked food. So don't have it after. So in the yogic meal system, we always have raw food first, followed by the cooked food. So you can start with these sprouts and like groundnuts, sprouts, fruits, salads. So finish off your raw food first, and then only move on to the cooked food. That is the best way to have this. So please see if you can include kolu soup or horse gram as part of your diet. It's a common misconception where people think that this is meant only for the horses because it's called as horse gram, but it is not so. Probably this name was picked up because they used to feed it to the race horses because it used to help them perform much better. So you can definitely perform well if you have a horse gram on a daily basis. It is very much suitable for human consumption. So try to have this on a regular basis in your diet. See if you can implement this, and you can watch this short video which follows this about how to make horse gram soup as well. Namaskaram. Thank you.
If you eat food and your body feels very agile and alive, that means it's good food, body is liking it. If you eat something, it feels dull, that means it's not liking it, it's having difficulty with it, that's why it feels dull.